Last week we talked about Rachel Zegler. Everyone loves Rachel Zegler. We've come to this conclusion. We have a lot. We have a new video out there. I've been getting a lot of comments on this video. Love it, by the way. Like this video gets a comment every day. That's how. Like I don't even care if we get views. I just love to get comments because I think it's funny. Get a lot of comments where we started to be pro Rachel Zegler. You go pro Rachel Zegler, you get a lot of comments. So the next person in America, everyone in America loves Brie Larson. That's part of this. Is Brie Larson done with the MCU? Because America loves Brie Larson, but is she done with the MCU? That's the question right there. The Marvels is the most predictable disaster movie history. Yeah, this was an interesting case here. Everyone, fans, and involved with this whole situation here, knew that Captain Marvel 2 was going to be a disaster. No one knew it was going to be called The Marvels when this all got announced. We knew there was a sequel coming, but it was going to be called The Marvels. That they teamed up with two other unlikable female characters. So that's what this became. It became that. It was pretty clear before this whole thing that she wasn't like super interested in it, which I think is funny. Because I don't disagree with her. I mean, this is, by the way, I want to bring this up. Brie Larson, Oscar-winning actress. Oscar-winning acclaimed actress Brie Larson. America's sweetheart, Brie Larson. Oscar winner, America's sweetheart, Brie Larson. You got to remember that. She won an Oscar. She's an Oscar-winning acclaimed actor. Backed up by the Film Academy. Backed up by everyone. They loved The Room when it came out. But did you know she would play Captain Marvel years later? That's the question right there. Acclaimed Oscar-winning actor Brie Larson. So, America's
From The
also an
Room.
American. Yeah. I mean, this is
Have you
again,
seen that
yeah, I've seen it. It was good. It was good.
with Timothy Chalamet playing the son?
Yeah, you get. Wait, was he?
Not Chalamet.
No,
It was Timothy.
no,
It was Timothy
it was not
something.
him. Yeah, it was like a little kid.
I
The kid
fucked
was
up the
good in
name,
it.
but it's Timothy something.
No. It's Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah, he's in a lot of things now. He's in that some Seth Rogen movie where he's exploited as like something like
Good
that.
Boys.
Yeah.
It's
Good
with
Boys. Yeah. That's
it's
it.
almost like a even younger version of Superbad.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. That's right. But yeah, no, America's sweetheart here, Brie Larson. Everyone loves Brie Larson, just like Rachel Zegler. She's she's next level American superstar. We gotta admit that. Give due where due is there, right? But yeah, Brie Larson. She even said before this movie came out, she didn't even know if she wanted to play the character. Here's a clip of her. Look at this.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
How long will you play?
Do you want her to do it again? It's funny. She obviously thinks everyone hates her. I'll say, like, poor Brie.
She's always so defensive.
Poor Brie, right?
Yeah.
Just like Rachel Zegler, she gets all this hate. Come on, it's poor Brie, poor Rachel. Come on. This is an Oscar winner.
How old is this
Extraordinaire.
shit? Why is there some motherfucker wearing a mask in the back?
This is also again, man. This tells you how long, by the way, that the Marvels or Captain Marvel 2 has been in production. By the way, this is from 2022. The movie was finished at this point. Like, before they reshot it, probably for a year, but the movie was finished at
You want to hear something
2022.
fucked up? When I was driving home from
Fucking
work
crazy.
today, there was somebody wearing a face mask in the middle of like an open field,
No, I got coffee today, and
going
the
like
barista.
walking towards like a bus stop, and they were wearing the mask No one is around. Like, did they just think this shit is like floating in the air? It's like always airborne. You just
I don't
have
get
to
it,
be
man.
blocking
I feel like
24/7.
honestly,
fucking
anytime I see a
sickness.
mask now, I feel more uncomfortable. Like today, I got coffee. Well, actually, I bought coffee beans because I don't buy coffee in person, but I bought coffee beans.
You cut
And,
out the middleman.
I cut out the middleman. But the trans person I buy it from, which I do like, he's a nice guy. It's funny. I've dealt with recent trans characters a couple times. I bought my guitar from a trans character, and my barista is a trans character there.
Yeah, the first trans person
But
I've ever
opposite
come in contact
trans.
with was at Stop and
Opposite
Shop.
trans.
Her name was Daphne, and she looked like Jeff Daniels.
This is opposite trans. The
You
girl
know
I
Jeff
bought the guitar
Daniels
from. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber and Something
some
Wild,
political,
the Jonathan
yeah.
Demme movie. By the way, Something Wild is the reference they're making during the Seabass sequence when they're in the diner.
Right.
Talking about the guy getting his throat slit up in the middle of the road later on. That's Ray Liotta's character. Rest in peace.
But yeah, my guitar salesman was a girl transitioned to a male, and then my
how'd
coffee.
They do?
That's a weird one. No, not good. Well,
I mean, I've seen some examples like Hunter Schafer.
But here's the weird part.
Honestly, before I was told or made aware of it, I thought it was a girl.
See, here's the weird part: is like it's obviously trying to be a guy, but she goes by she, so it's very confusing. Her name is Gwen, but very confusing. And then my barista is a male that's more girlish, so I had to deal with that. But yeah, that's the kind of shit I got to deal with.
It's fucked up. Think about it now. Remember that Tim Burton movie where Johnny Depp plays Glenda?
Ed Wood.
Yeah, Ed Wood. I saw that shit on acid, and like that movie really.
I was there when you saw it on acid.
That was like that is not something you want to.
I was the one who to show you that movie on acid.
That is not a good idea because half the time I was like, I didn't know who was what the fuck was happening. It was just way too much.
I kind of think that's my favorite Tim Burton movie, though. I think that's like my favorite Tim Burton movie, like almost easily. I'd say Ed Wood and like Edward Scissorhands. I'd put those at the top, but I'd probably put Ed Wood first.
I don't know. I really
a weird
like
fucking movie.
Batman movie a lot.
Yeah, the first Batman movie is good too, but
Michelle Pfeiffer, by the way, when she uses the whip, there's
that's Batman.
I saw
Batman Returns.
She actually like learned how to fucking do that shit and cut.
You're talking about Batman's Returns, motherfucker. You're talking about a 1990s movie. You're not talking about the '89 Batman.
Michelle Pfeiffer was really fucking hot.
Oh yeah,
Scarface.
Well, speaking of another hot girl here, how about Brie Larson though, man? Isn't Brie Larson hot? Come on, she's looking good.
She's all right. Yeah,
everyone loves Brie, man. America loves Brie. She won an Oscar. She's an Oscar-nominated actress here. She won. You got to give her respect. That's what comes with that.
No one can deny her performance in The Room. That movie is probably, good for what it was.
She's acclaimed. She's an acclaimed actress. You gotta understand that. I don't know if you.
I understand it. I'm not denying her accolades whatsoever.
Get that through, yeah, exactly.
What do you mean? Do I get it through? I've known from.
I'm trying to tell you, man. You don't seem like you're digesting it.
Another movie that's supposed to be good where she plays a therapist.
Hard jawline, good-looking girl. She's got an Oscar. It's Brie Larson. Future of Marvel at one point, but not now, unfortunately. Ever since the Marvels have struggled, there's been no interest in this character, unfortunately. I'm interested in this character. I'm interested in anything Brie Larson does. That's what I will say. We're part of the
I
family.
don't know about that. I mean, she's all right, but I'm not. I don't know.
Well, she came out the other day.
Leave her.
Netflix released the SAG Awards. I didn't watch it, but the SAG Awards came out, and she came out like this. She had this beautiful Versace dress right here,
Is
showing
there a
off.
British version called the Slag Awards?
They should put that in there, but showing off her, abs right there. That was everyone. That everyone was talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I want. Abs.
You want abs on a woman, right?
No, I feel like she's sacrificing her big titties for muscle, and I'm not into that.
Well, people are into that,
She
man.
doesn't need to bulk up to play this part. Like, if she wants to be an action hero, we can CGI that shit, and we can put on a costume. You don't have to actually do it.
Here's her flaunting her abs in this dress.
Always
Here.
one of my favorite.
Hold on, let me play this from the beginning.
Always one of my favorite best dressed. Look at
Thanks,
you.
thanks. I feel
Johnny.
great.
I mean, do we call this peach fuzz the color of the year? I think this
Oh.
is what Pantone
Oh
calls
wow!
it.
Yeah.
She's got a
I see that.
fucking 8-pack.
Do you call this peach fuzz the color of the year? Is this the
Looking
color
like
of the year for
Barbie.
you, Lovitz?
Have
Is
you
it
heard of
fuchsia?
Barbie Core?
Maybe Barbie
people
influenced that.
It was
I'll say
around
this,
the
I don't think she
Barbie
looks
Land
bad.
shit, where people would either dress up as Barbie or like a, I don't know.
I'll say is I
Maybe
think
race
I do think
director?
she does look good. I think she looks great. I think she looks better than
I
she's
think
looked
she
in a long
looks
time.
Way
I'll say
too
that.
masculine, and
Does she though? I think she looks
toned
very
up.
thin. I don't think so. She
No,
looks
I don't
great.
want her thin. I want her. If she's fatter, her titties are gonna be bigger. That's what I want. I don't want
that could
like
come out, yeah.
I don't want some weightlifter action hero.
Well, here, take a look at this. This is where she gets asked about Marvel, and it's a very awkward little moment of this interview.
Don't trigger me with that.
Marvel,
Major
by the way.
franchise.
Marvel. It's got a British accent to it, so check this out. Here's her talking about this question. She shuts it down immediately, but check this out.
Quickly,
Very
Marvel.
telling. That's
Yeah,
quite
just
good.
knowing which is which.
Can you tell us a little bit about Marvel and what's coming up for you? Your next
Can you tell us a little bit about Marvel?
about Marvel and what's coming up for you? Your next Marvel
I don't
project?
have anything to say about that.
I mean,
She
what else
got
does
nothing
got
to say
going on?
about that. She got nothing to say about that. I don't blame her. I think she's done with this shit, man. Poor Brie, right? She's turned the
I think
corner.
she needs to check herself and realize,
Poor Brie, man.
what other fucking shit does she have going on? You know, like you don't want to alienate those motherfuckers.
Well, that's I think she did make. I'll say this: I think she made the wrong choice doing a Marvel movie. I think she should have never done a Marvel movie. I would have never done it if I was her. She should have stayed in that realm of being like an acclaimed actor, and not done some Marvel movie. I would have avoided it like the plague. But at the time, that was kind of where the money was. So, poor Brie, man. Just like Rachel Zegler, we've turned the corner on a lot of these actresses. Brie Larson, she's a victim. You got to realize this. There's a victim at play here, and it's Brie. Our lovely Brie. It's like a Brie cheese, right? You like Brie cheese? On a baguette spread out on the Ritz or something?
I don't know if I've ever had it.
No. What about a Canterbury cheese? You like that with almonds, a little sea salt?
No, I'm not really into cheese. I'm
Really?
actually lactose intolerant, so it's better for me to avoid dairy. But I'll still get pizza and.
No, that doesn't play, man. You can't get pizza with it being lactose, right?
Well, I all it does is make me feel like I have like anal leakage for a week or something.
Well, speaking of that, with anal leakage, so let's talk about Brie Larson right there. Do you think the leak is done with Brie Larson right there? You think it's time for her to move on? Do you think it's time for
Move on
MCU
to
to move
what?
on?
Retirement?
Well, I think Brie Larson can go on to do whatever, but I think MCU should kind of cut that
What do you
tie,
mean,
right?
do whatever. She's
She's
never
got a
shown
fucking
the
Oscar,
ability
man.
to
She
actually
should do
act
whatever the
and
fuck she wants.